Study. We often have a love-hate relationship with it, right? What if some healthy habits could make our study more enjoyable and much more successful? In Improve Your Study Skills, Bernice Walmsley calls these healthy study habits study skills, the techniques, routines, and strategies that make studying any subject easier and much more enjoyable. So, what has made studying less stressful and more enjoyable for me? Getting organised. Walmsley states that this is the most important study skill to have, and I totally agree. This means that I need to organise my world to accommodate my study. How do I approach getting organised? For me, it's been improving my time management. We all have 24 hours in a day to portion however we want to. I have to make sure, and this is my responsibility, that my study gets a consistent slice of my time pie. I am a mum, I'm a wife, and a senior pastor of a local church. So life does get busy sometimes, and study has to fit in somewhere. I manage this by having set times each week I devote myself to study. I use a calendar to map out assignments, church events, weekly tasks, and other activities. There's been one thing that's been really helpful for me, and that's learning about the OATS process. You may be asking, what is the OATS process? The OATS process is a system for knowing what needs to be done, when it needs to be done, and how much time you have to do it. So, how does it work? O stands for objectives. It's about making a list of what you need to get done. A is for activities. Create a list of what you have to do to achieve those objectives. T is for time. Make sure you realistically factor in the time you will need to perform the activities you have created. And, more importantly, consider the time you actually have. S is for schedule. Use a planner or calendar to sequence the events, prioritizing the most important. This tool has been hugely helpful to me and assisted me to sort out my study approach. I've found that I have to include extra time for the unexpected because my life is rarely predictable. Also, to start assignments early, to allow for editing, proofreading, and to minimize stress. Communicating my schedule to family and friends also helps me keep my study time on track and limits distractions when I'm in the zone. The next healthy habit is organizing my study workspace. In my best writing space, Understanding Academic Self-Professed Writing Spaces, Angela R. DeBelle and Ekant Veer explore how academic writers organize their best writing task spaces in light of what influences writing practice. I have had to consider this and determine what environment is best for me to study in. While it would be great to have a cone of silence to work in, I don't. So what suits me? Do I work best in a cafe? Do I work best in my office or at home on the couch? It's important for me to work that out for myself and know what works for me. Another question to ask is, do I work best in a quiet space or do I like noise? Do I listen to music? Or is it a chatter of people nearby that works for me? Is my workstation tidy with everything that I need at hand? I have experienced that creating a comfortable, organized, and consistent workspace has helped me to focus on the tasks at hand, and it helps me to use the time that I have to its full potential. The third healthy study habit is being proactive with self-care. Get enough sleep, 6 to 8 hours a night. This is where my brain will refresh itself and help to be more clearly alert for what the day needs to accomplish. I also plan activities that I find relaxing. Everyone needs a break to feel more relaxed. I've found including some exercise in each day is a great way of achieving this. Lastly, I need to get to know myself. What causes me stress? How do I manage that stress? This may mean taking note of times that make me feel stressed and looking for options to help in those situations. Thank you for listening.